Hello, board members. How we doing this wonderful, wonderful, immersive, aka no face cam horror stream Saturday morning? Well, I hope. Of course, we got to get ourselves some Planescape Torment enhanced edition in here. The last little session we did a lot of housekeeping stuff. We kind of looked at spells and items, see if we could upgrade people. We've got some armor for Anna and for Fall from Grace, because they both wear leather armor. We have one vendor who sells only women's leather armor for some strange reason. I think we're set up right now that we need to get back into the mortuary so we can find a portal that leads to the plane, or what is it? The Castle of Regrets or something like that. And that's where we're going to find the person who can help us get our mortality back. We also found out that this is about one of our current run of our character is one of the furthest that his incarnations has gotten. Apparently, the Bantar plane of liars, was it liars, tricksters, and the wise? We've only gotten that far about 4 or 5 times previous to this current incarnation. So we're going the distance on this one, if you know what I mean. So we just got to figure out what we want to do at this point. Is there anything else we want to take care of before we go on our grand adventure? Oh, that's one thing I was going to look up. I completely spaced on it though. I was going to look up where we get.
Yes.
Endure. Things. We got.
In enduring growth.
Yes, we got all these new spells that fling at everybody. Look at that. Look at that. We don't have any level 5 spells, unfortunately, but. Some desert heck. Straight to desert heck. I did give him one ice knife, I guess. I guess I didn't equip it, though. One just blindness, which is always fun. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Mika. How goes it? Not too bad. It was a nice morning. Slept in, kind of relaxed as much as I could. Stayed up way too late playing Dead Dread. Having a weirdly fun time with something. I think it's because it's a very good mix of basic base defense stuff mixed with a little bit of story going on, and the open worldness is like a fairly fun amount of open worldness with enough interesting things to interact with. It kind of reminds me of like Dead Island if you made it more isometric, like Project Zomboid or something. Like, there's NPCs around and stuff, and occasionally you'll run into, like, random NPCs out in the world. But, what? It's not really, like, emphasized that you have to be, like, hanging out with NPCs a lot of the time. If you do, it's usually just for a quest, and then you can, like, go run around and do your own thing. I've been having a lot of fun with it, weirdly. I'm not usually a big fan of open world stuff like that. I need something more constructed a lot of the time where I kind of get bored, but I think there's just enough story and missions and stuff, and the world is just interesting enough that I'm having a good time. Welcome also, Zamus87. Morning. Good morning to you as well. Thank you for that resubscribe, Zamus. Appreciate it. But yeah, I needed to look up, before I forget, I wanted to look up and see where we get this jar of the blue and green glass jar. I wonder if I could just look up blue and green. No, you know what? I'll probably need Planescape in there, don't I? The overlay of the Planescape Torment. Blue-green bottle. Yes, thank you. Where is it, in fact? So I make sure I didn't miss it. And it's meant to be at the apothecary, which I searched both before and after splitting the owner. What am I doing wrong? Please, I beg you. Well, since I played... I'm trying to be honest. They've done a job with steering in general. Not for sale. You have to ask him a few questions and get through a dialogue unless it's a bug. Oh, okay. So apparently there's like a secret dialogue in the apothecary that we've helped. That we have to talk to him to get it? Okay, well we need to go to not here then, because I don't think the apothecary is in this zone, right? Reward. Yeah, he's not in this zone. So we'll go over here instead. Before I get too froggy, let me double check something real quick. Okay, we have a little bit of stuff on us. I can just sell that probably. We finally turned in the stupid information about the guy's crimes, which is good. I need to talk to you, though. I wanted to see what happens if he does this. Are you sure you want to give up your current profession and take up the art as a mage? Yes. This is not something I normally do. However, show me what you know and I'll give you some pointers. He watches you carefully as you demonstrate what you know. At several points, he stops you and shows you what ways to improve upon your skills. Within a few hours' time, you think you feel comfortable with your abilities as a mage. Thank you, Sebastian. You're welcome, friend. Take these 2 spells as well. They can come in handy. Now, if you forgive me, I have work to do.
I feel stronger.
Okay, so we leveled up. What does this actually look like, though? Memorization builds has increased. 0 characteristic points gained. 2 hit points gained. That's fine. So, oh, okay. So we technically dropped down to a level 3 mage. So we completely gave up our abilities as a fighter and have become a level 3 mage. Okay, it looks like we didn't really lose hit points, though. So that's good. Wow, this is going to get really weird then. Okay, what does my AC look like now that I'm a mage? Okay, AC is a 4, so that really didn't change. So what is... Is there a downside to what I have done? Because I still have all my weapon proficiencies. My hammers haven't gone down, and my other things haven't gone away. My to hit might have gone down. T12 journal updated. How you doing, T12? Hope you're having a good day. I'm trying to look and see what it looks like. What happens if I switch to becoming a mage? I apparently went from being like a level 8 fighter to a level 3 mage somehow. Okay. I'm trying to figure out... Armor class modifiers. Piercing is -5? I think that's bad, right? Or is that good? Is that... Armor class... Okay, +3 armor class versus piercing, so that's a good thing. What do you give me? Armor and chromatic orb. Oh, but since I'm a mage now, I can't use my hammer anymore. Oh, or a pry bar. Interesting. Okay. So that's the biggest issue, is I suddenly forgot how to use a hammer, even though I'm trained 4 levels into hammer. Ah. I see. Okay, that's interesting. Well, we could still use clubs, right? In theory, I think I could still use a club, since I think the club only says like non-clerics or something?
I'm gone.
Hold on. I might still be able to use some sort of bonkinator. The only problem is a club isn't a hammer in this universe, so it's a skill set I'm losing a lot of my capability for.
I'm gone.
Hold on. Let me see what this actually does. Nope, I can't use wooden clubs. I got daggers. It looks like no hatchets and no fist weapons. Really? No fist weapons? Yeah, not usable by mages. No mages. Usable by thieves. Yeah, so mages can't use any kind of martial weapons other than daggers, huh? Alright, well, we found a reason I can't become a mage then. I can't, I've been requested to do the bonkinating life. Oh, I wonder if I can look at this, though. Now that I can read this just so we can know what it actually says, if anything. If it has anything cool to say, now we'll know about it. I could use Ravel's fingernail dagger, I guess. That weird-looking dagger. Oh, I could also wear this Magus Guard thing now. Deathbolt. Okay. So, can I read this now? Goals filled with following. Clearly, your mind said that there's a wish spell. Unfortunately, you have not acquired the experience to use it. What? The scroll is filled with flowing magical runes. As your eyes trace along the glowing outlines, a sense of urgency and power fills your being. Clearly within your mind, you see that this is a wish scroll. Unfortunately, you have not acquired the experience to use it. Put the scroll away. Wow, we have a wish scroll on us, but we don't know how to use it. Wow. That's pretty big, actually. That's kind of a big deal. Dang. Okay. We might have to start carrying that around with us. I don't think we're going to be able to go roll back, continue with being a wizard, sadly, but I wish I would have started it earlier so it's less of a detriment, or we weren't playing a Bonkinator run. If we weren't playing a Bonkinator run, I'd say we could keep it, but that's not going to be an option. Okay, so we do know it's a wish spell.
Done.
I probably need to bring it with me then. That's crazy. Okay. For those who don't know, Wish is like one of the most powerful... Well, it used to be. I don't know about these days. I know it got nerfed quite a bit. It used to be one of the most powerful spells in all of D&D.
Right.
It could do some really wacky stuff. I think it's probably most known for the fact that it was one of the only ways to get rid of a Terraskew slash... what's the other term? Well, what's the other way you call it? It's Terraskew or... not Tesseract, Tarrasque. Tarrasque. There's two ways to like talk about it, and yeah. I had some questions. Oh, okay. Sample my blood and skin from machine to work. I need you to do that for me. A scraping? Very well. He takes a razor blade and a wide-mouthed bottle, removes a small section of skin from your forearm, placing it in the bottle along with a small quantity of your blood. He then places your gauze over your wound and hands you the bottle. Anything more, sir? Just wanted to purchase something? Wait, does that work? Is that it? I just needed to talk to him about it? Vial contains scrapings of skin and some of your blood to be used in empowering the Dream Builder of Niall Xander. That's it? It's just... Okay. What? I wanted to buy something. Oh, he won't sell any. He won't buy anything from me. The ladder, I think. Okay, so a Tarrasque then is how it's pronounced these days. I couldn't remember, but I think Tarrasque. It's Terraskew and Tarrasque. They're kind of interchangeable somewhat. I think Tarrasque is the older way of pronouncing it, and Terraskew is the new way of pronouncing it. But Wish is supposed to be like the only official way of getting rid of that thing, if in the old canon. Nowadays, it might actually just have legitimate hit points and stuff, but it used to be like a Godzilla level threat that you could only get rid of with a Wish spell. Oh, good. You'll actually buy stuff for me. Great. You can have. What does this one do? Oh yeah, you can just have these. I don't need any of this stuff. You can just have that. Anybody else? I still don't know why I would sell this. Oh, I have this weird magical copper piece. I forgot about that. I wonder if it's worth more money sold or if I actually used it. I'm curious.
All right.
All right. Well, we have the thing. Let's go talk to the foundry and see what happens when we use the dream machine. Okay. Foundry is not here. Foundry's in the where we just came from, I think. As we sprint across town, knocking over only children and elderly. That's only somewhat of a joke. Okay. We'll have to see what our final, alignment is when we get done with this. I played it pretty good overall, but definitely not lawful. So I'm assuming a neutral good is what we'll end up on. I'm fine with that. Laws within this universe are kind of weird, so let's go see if this is the right thing.
All right.
I didn't realize we could just go ask for a scraping or whatever you call it. It must be part of a known common ritual if we can just go and ask for it at the store. I wonder, maybe it's... It must, because it is part of you, so it must have something to do with, like, building spells and or some sort of potion aimed at you specifically. Hello, Niall Xander. Well, I need to begin the final stage of there's a piece of your skin immersed in your blood, so the machine can fertilize itself with your present. Then it must be in a blue-green bottle to symbolize the dream sea. I've been given enough to that lately. Answer a question for me. I don't know. I want to fetch you that. I got it right here. Take it. Show me my dreams.
Updated my journal.
The machine requires a bird cage adorned with razors fine right to mimic the destructive power of dreams and their ability to capture our hearts and imagination. Search in the siege tower for a cage I have commissioned. How? What? Well, answer me some questions. I don't know. How do I get in there? You have to prove yourself to be resourceful. Find a way. What? What would you like to know? About the Godsman. Okay, nothing. I already talked to you about all this. He wants us to get into the siege tower. What? I've talked to a lot of people, and no one has, like, been cool about the siege tower. No one's brought that up outside of, I think, one guy. I think Sebastian was the only one who mentioned the siege tower or something. I think the demon that we ended up killing for him wanted him to figure out how to get into the siege tower? Is this like a quest? Fetch a birdcage festooned with razor blades. He sent me looking for a birdcage covered in razor blades. Sebastian,
I'm gone.
Can I speak with you? The only thing I could think of was we go over to the curio shop with the lady and see. Maybe I'm already locked out of this quest because I killed the demon guy who like had something to do with it. I think if I go talk to the necromancer, he'll probably just kill me. I can't imagine he's interested in talking to me about anything. Wait, Lenny, you know anything about this? George, hello, Cutter. I heard about Brian and I couldn't be happier. He grins, what can I do for you? I have some questions. Everything I know, Cutter. Okay. So we have to be resourceful and figure out how to get into this siege tower. Siege tower, the walls are scarred and pitted. It's been many a battle in its lifetime. But we don't know how to get into it.
Two for the price of one.
Two for the price of... Wow, that's a good deal on, I guess, forced labor. So how does one get into this place? Like, in my mind, it's this portal, like, this area, because it mentions this, like, this area is weirdly wide open. Appears that this device is unknown. It appears to be some sort of drawbridge-like contraption.
Get your slave over here! Two for the price of one!
Yeah, I'm assuming we'd have to figure out how to get in here. Also, why is this glowing? Oh, it's just, I must have had the door slightly highlighted or something. Alright, well, let's go see if we can figure out how to get into this stupid siege tower that no one knows how to get into. That would, I think we kind of talked to Ravel about that a little bit, right? I think. Okay.
Done.
All over here. Just trying to think who we could talk to about this. We'll go check the this place. The Oddities Curio place over here and see if they've got anything. No, did I close this window? Hold on. Planescape. Okay, Torment. See, I don't mind looking stuff up in this because you can completely just miss full options on things. If you don't... She appears busy. What does that mean? Looking back, here to buy something. Not just now, I have some questions. One question after the merchandise, but I'm not going to draw into one of our famous 20 questions about anything inspires. Understood? Not getting you fall from grace seem to care little for one another. Merchandise then. Exotic items. Do you have a bird cage? Metallic jug to the front. Baby oil. Codex of the inconceivable. Back to the store. Urva's ring. What was the ring? A small padded case Let's see. This is Yarba's ring of almost invisibility. It makes its wearer invisible. Well, almost. Part with it for a meager sum of 349 copper. Okay, so it's just probably a high stealth ring that we could give to Anna. I'm not really that worried about that part. Let's see other things. How much was the cube? Middle? Yeah, the cube. Metal metallic replica of a cube-like creature with huge eyes on the side of one of its faces. The toy has 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 folding wings, at least 18 points of articulation. Risk a smile as you pick it up. A collector's item, perhaps, or a piece of artwork. Who knows? But I like it. If you buy it, ask around. Someone might know more about it than I. You can have it for 1,500 copper coins. That's what it was. Jeez, that's so much. That's too much. 1,500 is just too much. I know it might turn into a Modron that we could be friends with or something. Siege Tower? Siege Tower. Siege? S-E... How to get into Siege Tower. There we go. Access via portal located on the drawbridge across the way. Yep, I was right about that. You must first learn a secret from Laszlo in the Lower Ward Marketplace. Go to the portal on the drawbridge east of the tower and suppress your desire to enter. Allowing the portal to activate and gain access to... Okay. Laszlo in the Lower Ward. Okay. Let's go talk to Laszlo, everybody. Look at the back of the store. Just me at the moment. Thank you for well. Okay, let's go talk to Laszlo. See if we can find him.
All right.
He's in the Lower Ward, which I think is where we just came from. I thought, isn't Laszlo the guy we just talked to who says like didn't want to tell me anything? Wait. We might have already been locked out of the rest of this quest then if he refuses to tell me anything about the Siege Tower. This is my concern right here, is that somehow I missed a dialogue that I'll never get back. That is one thing that is of its time. Are you Laszlo? Oh no, you're Lenny. You're Lenny. Okay, so we gotta go find Laszlo. Let's see. I don't know who Laszlo is, but he's supposed to be in this ward, so let's go look around. It's Harmies, whose dad I killed.
I'm gone.
And I don't think... Was Laszlo the name of the necromancer? Let me see. Mort probably not happy we're going back in here, but that's okay. He can deal. Hold on. What is your name? Lothar. Okay, it was an L, but it was not Laszlo. Okay.
All right.
Oh, wait, what's this thing? Oh, it's just skulls. I don't need another skull, thank you. Unfortunately, we never got a chance to build Mortis about a body, so...
All right.
I thought that would actually be kind of funny if we were able to do that. Laszlo, you're not one of the guards in here, right? Drixel.
Done.
Alec. NZ. Oh, there's Laszlo. Hey, Laszlo, I need to talk to you. I see a young boy with pale yellow skin. His clothes are dirty and in need of mending. Currently, he's tending a furnace. Greetings. Ernest gives you a half smile as he sets down his work. Hale, do you need some help? Yes, I have some questions. I'm pleased to help you if I could. The boy looks grateful not to be toiling over the furnace. What is it I can answer for you? What is this place? Tell me the city. Anything worth seeing around here? Not much to see. The Great Foundry's impressive, though. You might check that out. Home of the Believers, you know? You stop to think most of the more amazing sights are in some of the upper wards. Might be better to look around there. There's a brothel there, the Fest Hall, and some other places that are more interesting. I don't know for sure. I've been here all my life. Tell me about the Foundry. Center of the ward, pretty much an impressive structure, to be sure. You can't miss it. Just head north. You'll know it by the big gate. See, marked it on your map. What the Believers? There are a bunch of names. What? They got a bunch of names. Believers, Godsmen, Believers of the Source. So let's call them Godsmen. They have their kip in the Great Foundry, and they seem to get by pretty well. They're a pleasant bunch. They believe that everybody can be great as the powers even, if you just strive to reach it. It might mean you have to start life on over a bunch of times, but you'll eventually get to there. Okay, so there's another faction here. What faction are you? Smells. Oh, me and Da are Indepts. We're a faction's not really a faction. We're a faction that believes that people are free to do as they will. We're a pretty loose bunch, and we don't take too kindly to making or obeying other factions. It's the purpose. And that's at you. The factions are thems that govern most of Sigil and the day-to-day business. There's a bunch. There's the dead, the dustmen. They take care of all the dead bodies on the streets, and then there's the governors that make the laws, and the sensates. They're a member of factions. Here in the lower ward, we mostly deal with the believers, the godsmen. He nods in this direction. They have their kip in the Great Foundry, and they're a pleasant enough bunch. I have some questions. What is this place? This place, he glances around, it's the open-air market. A lot of buyers and sellers come here to set up their kip for the day. I've been here for a good time. I've been working here for a while under the eye of my da. He looks a little distant. One day, I could be running this stall, I could. What is that you do here? Points proudly at the furnace. The furnace, it's used to... He shrugs his shoulders. I don't know what it's used for, but my dad says it's important to keep it stoked and burning right. He sweeps from his brow and glances about. Is your dad one of the merchants? Enzio is his name. It's my dad's stall over there. He gestures at the stall to the right of the furnace. If he didn't have what you need, maybe able to point you to it. The goods are available. Many things to be had: food, drink, magic, weapons. I'm going to buy some supplies. Magic items. Aye, magic can be had. He looks around the area, then points towards the far corner. That's Alec's stall over there. He might have some good stuff. We're gonna buy weapons. Still over there. He points to the stall to the right of the furnace. His name's Anzi. I have some other questions. Why does everyone seem to have yellow skin around here? It's the sickness, it is, caused by the bad air. What with the smoke and all the factory smog, it can get pretty hard to breathe easily around here. He shrugs. Some days it's not good to be out when the smogs linger too long. They can scald your eyes right out of your skull, so it's said. Can something be done about it? I don't know. At times, winds come from the spire and blow the city clear of smog. It's not as often as we'd be liked. He blinks, glances around, then shrugs. Ladies will, I guess. Don't make much sense, but then a little does if you look at it long enough. Questions. You're gonna tell me about the city? The plains, the city where most everything intersects, never boring, really. Lady Pain is the law, and the rest of us mostly try and bang out a living under her shadow. He barks a laugh, then coughs. You tell me about the Lady of Pain. Don't know much about her. She keeps the powers out of Sigil, keeps the fiends out, and talks and deals with nobody, except maybe the Davos. She'll pin you in the dead book darned quick if you worship her or try and hurt Sigil. Her face and the blades surrounding it must be the last you'd see. Interesting. Okay, wait. We got something. As the mention of a face surrounded by blades, a memory forces itself into your consciousness. For a moment, you are standing in a darkened alley, breathing heavily. Approaching you in the darkness is an uncanny, beautiful woman, her face shrouded in blades with cold eyes. Suddenly, the memory fades and you're talking to the lad once more. Oh my god, did we know the Lady of Pain before she became the Lady of Pain? There's nothing worth seeing around here. Okay. Other questions. What can you tell me about this ward? Lower ward. Common folk live here like me and my da. Lie around and look around. Do you know why it's called the lower ward? No? Why is it called the lower ward? Well, as it's reckoned, the ward gets a mess of portals to the lower planes all riddled through its like cheese. So it does, so I suppose that's why the name stuck. Smells proudly. Why are there so many lower plane portals here? He shrugs. It's a mystery to me as it is to you, Cutter. Not sure if there's a reason for the portals as much as just circumstances. Could be the lady's will, could just be chance, suppose. He shrugs again. Do creatures ever come out of the portals? His eyes grow a little wider. Aye, they do. Most of them just stopping through. He swallows nervously and looks worried. You look nervous. You seen this yourself? I've seen it. He pauses and swallows again. 'Twas just last week or so. I saw a couple shy come through a portal. They talked a good bit, and then one of them went back through. Then the one that stayed is still there. He frowns. What are they talking about? I don't know for sure. To me, it was just hissing and such, but I think they were talking about the tower, he shrugs.
Updated
Tower?
my journal.
Oh, here we go. One of the strangest sights to be had in the ward. No one really knows how long that scarred old tower has been around. You can't get into it, you know, bolted up tighter than a chastity belt. I'd be curious to know what's in there. He thinks for a moment. The Absage was gesturing at the tower and the portal. They was looking for the key, I bet. What key? The key to the portal that leads to the tower. Every portal has a key that opens it, it's somewhere. The key can be a gesture, an item, even a thought. Many have tried hard to get inside the tower. No matter how hard you try, you fail. And is not wanting to get in?
Updated my journal.
I don't know, Cutter. Maybe. Tell me where the
Updated
portal's
my
located.
journal.
So I have to think for a moment. There's a drawbridge-like contraption to the back of the tower, east of the market. That's where it is. He gets a faraway look. I have some questions. Anything worth seeing around here? I must be going. Okay, great. Cool. That was actually a lot of talking to get to that. That's why I don't mind looking things up, because that was hidden under a lot of dialogue. Okay, so they didn't tell me anything there. Down to lower wards, so I'm told somebody would like to gain entry. Nobody has been able to gain access no matter how much they tried. Strange idea on my part, but maybe the secret to getting in is to not want to get in. Boy Lazo says there's a portal action, a law bridge device. It's the market. He thinks the portal may lead to the siege tower. Maybe I should check it out. Okay. Okay, so, I mean, I called that part of it, but there's still a lot more involved. That's like saying, yeah, I'm pretty sure that door's a door. Like, that's not a big call on my part. Okay. You approach the location of the portal that the boy, Laszlo, spoke of. You begin to replay your conversation with him in your head. Because you're getting in is not one to get in. You hear yourself say, suppress any desire to enter the tower. Okay, that's a little simple, but sure. Oh, wow. Okay. Coaxamel. Okay.
All right.
I didn't know what to expect, so I guess I'm not super surprised, but I'm still kind of surprised. Can I talk to you? I can. Hi. You see an iron creature? Its size is staggering. If it stood to full height, it would shatter the roof of the siege tower. Thundering echoes rattle the whole walkway as the creature hammers away on the forge, and the smell of soot and ash fills the air.
Updated
Greetings.
my journal.
There's a screaming of metal on metal as the giant turns to face you. You suddenly realize the golem is built into the siege tower itself. Girders, pipes, and huge bracers run through its lower torso and into the walls, and the bottom portion of the body makes up the forge itself. In the wrong place. Sorry to disturb you. What are you? I am iron given purpose. What purpose? I forged the implements by which the multiverse will be unmade. You mean forging weapons? That's your purpose? Metal is like flesh. Both carry potential in their veins when tampered with heat and pressure. The potential surfaces. My purpose is to bring forth this potential, allow it expression. What do you make these weapons for? I forged them for the sake of entropy. They are pain-seeking expression. What does entropy need weapons for? Beyond this tower, Order rallies its legions. The multiverse heals its wounds. In time, its strength may equal entropy. Multiverse is your enemy?
Updated
Why?
my journal.
Multiverse breathes. It grows. It stagnates. It forgives its chain. It forges its chains, and the planes link by link. In time, even entropy may be chains. And you're opposed to chaining entropy? When the thing seals itself against its own destruction, it merely dies a different death. So immortality is just a different kind of death. Death seems often violent and senseless without meaning. What makes the death any worse than any other? True enough, so what made you take up entropy's cause? All things have a common ground in decay. War is necessary, death is necessary, decay is necessary. Let's see, and how much of this is too much? These things may be necessary within limits. These things are never necessary to promote them and to glorify the destruction of this cause. These things, there is stagnation. These things are necessary within limits. There are no limits. Limits are one of the links in the chain of order. Limits must be shattered. Even if death is the result, all must fall upon entropy's blade. The time nears when it will be necessary to breach the walls of creation. Order will be put to the sword. Its chains will be broken. The multiverse will be unmade. Wow. Let's see. I see. I had some other questions? Ask. What are you? Okay. What is this place? Tower is a siege engine and exists to breach the walls between planes. Breach planes.
Updated
How?
my journal.
Tower anchors itself upon a plane. A wound is torn in the multiverse with the bridge of the tower opens. Leaders may pass from one plane to the other through the tower. If the plane is severed entropy's purpose, the tower anchors itself again. What happened to the legions that used the tower? Entropy was unmade then. What happened to the planes the siege tower invaded? Entropy has unmade them. I see. I have some other questions. Let me have what you do with the weapons. Have you heard of the Night Hag Ravel? I need a heavy decorated wrought iron birdcage. Do you have one? Have you heard of the Night Hag Ravel? The Night Hag sought to sunder this city. Her greatest work were those of unmaking. She walked the path of entropy. Okay. Do you know the citadel, the Fortress of Regrets? It's a place of shadows, a fortress not even the tower can breach. Anything more about it?
My journal.
It is a memorial that has forgotten itself. It now decays in darkness, slowly dying among the skies of the negative mortal plane. You know how to reach it? No. Wow, okay. I feel like we're dealing with like a semi-god being in this thing. This guy, entropy wins. I mean, I guess eventually, billions of years, eventually it will. Have you heard of a Night Hag? Okay. Fortress Regrets. Can you tell me more about what you do with weapons? It was like flesh. Why do you do this? Can you do anything with my weapons? Show me what you have brought me. I will study its potential and see if its pain can be given expression. Wait, I have to buy it from him? What? Punch Shar. Wait, what is this? We were once wielded by Shar, the Mage Slayer. Shar was an assassin of some merit who decided to specialize in the removal of mages for large sums of gold. To further her goal, she commissioned the creation of these blades by the mage Thex Vortun. With her new weapons in hand, she was quite successful at her craft. Shar met her demise when she hired the very mage who created the daggers. Much to her surprise, the weapons failed to harm their creator, Thex, nor did they grant Shar protection against his spells. Shocker. Hold on, I don't want to buy these. I just want to... Spike Gauntlets of Ogre Power. Damage 4/6 Crushing, 4/6 Piercing, Enchanted +1, Thaco +3. Usable by fighters and thieves. A ridge of huge black spikes bristle along the knuckles of these metal gauntlets, allowing the wearer to perforate any target they punch. Clamps line the edges of the gauntlet to secure them in place once worn. These gauntlets bear an enchantment that allows the user to strike opponents with strength of 10 men. The spikes along the knuckles simply add insult to injury, as the victim whose bones were not shattered by the initial attack will slowly bleed to death from the jagged wounds the spike inflicts. That's cool. That's cool. I kind of like that. The rest of this is just basic enchanted stuff. Green steel knife, green steel dagger, blindsider, flashing plus armor class, immunity to blindness. This axe known as the blindsider is truly one of a kind. It rumored that it was the creation of one Akazam Yar, chief metallurgist of an ancient empire of the prime martial plane. The emperor whom Yar served, a vain and wicked man, commissioned the creation of a weapon of unsurpassed beauty. After years of toiling, Yar succeeded and presented the emperor with blindsider, whereupon he was promptly put to death so that his work could never be reproduced. Various ores and enchantments employed in the forging of this weapon yield a new type of metal that is lightweight, durable, and highly reflective. The axe earned its name from the tendency to reflect light into the eyes of its opponents, temporarily blinding the target so that its wielder could easily cut him down. Additionally, its wielder is granted immunity to blinding attacks as its magical byproducts of its reflective nature. Huh. That's fun. I mean, a +2 to armor class from your weapon is pretty sweet. Quality hollow axe. Which acts as double-headed weapon topped with a spike. Edges are razor sharp, and the long handle allows the wielder to put considerable force in the swing. The axe is different alloy than normal steel. It's light and easy to swing. It causes the same amount of damage as an ordinary axe, but it strikes much more quickly. I guess it just has a faster speed? I don't know how that affects things. I'm not familiar with that aspect of D&D. Weapon speed is not really a thing anymore. Okay, so apparently he can't actually make my weapon better. Okay, got some questions. Anything with my weapons? Oh wait, I wonder if... Hold on. Perhaps another day. Hold, before you depart, there is something you must know. You must do. What? It's under this prison. Free me. My purpose cannot be fulfilled in this cage. How do I free you? There's a planar cube. It can free me from this place. I do not have such a cube. You will find the cube. You will bring it to me. Where would I find such a thing? This location is not known to me. Find it, bring it to me. Very well, I'll find the cube and bring it to me.
Updated my journal.
Does he want... Okay, the golem asked me to bring him a planar cube to help him escape the siege tower. He refused to listen to any more of my questions and requests until I bring it to him. Okay. Okay. Let's work in the forge. Questions for you? Where's the planar cube? I don't have it yet. Yeah, but I want to ask you some questions. And you will find the cube, you will bring it to me. We're going to find such a thing. Very well. Planar cube,
I'm gone.
huh? There we go. It's like, how do I get out of here? Although it is a thing in Underrealm. Yeah?
Done.
It's the weapon speed? Is that like...
I'm gone.
The speed is what determines the number of action points, right? See, D&D doesn't have action points, so I'm curious about the speed thing. I wonder if maybe it was a calculation that helped with determining your THAC0 or something? So we need a cube, huh? We need a cube. Well, we'll start over at the curio shop. Determines how much energy shields blocks hit. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about that. Yes, because slow things go through the energy shields very easily, and fast things get bounced off of it, right? I completely forgot about the energy shield thing. I didn't use my energy shield very much because I'm a dingus, but it was there. I completely forgot about it. Yeah, okay. That's... Yeah. I was messing around with Underrail the other day trying to work on a laser build, but it takes so long to be able to get a laser gun.
All right.
I was trying to do a laser gun and a crossbow for like a weird, like, off-meta weapons. The crossbow was working okay. Back. Yes, I am. Let's see, exotic items. Does this count? Someone might know more about it than I do. You can have it for 1,500 copper coins. So let's see something else. Front of the store. Codex of the Inconceivable. Limit yourself for more. 1,000 copper. Okay, back of the store. Stained glass or Yarva's ring. Okay, I'm gonna get a save so that we don't waste a bunch of money. Let's just get a save and let's see what some of this stuff is. Yes, I am. Your exotic items. Let's see what the fidget cube does. I'll take it. Yes, Marina purrs. A wise choice. The copper you pour into her hand seems to disappear the moment it touches her palm. She hands you the item. Please, enjoy your newest acquisition. Or well, okay. Oh, that's definitely a Modron. Longitude is a replica of a cube-like creature with huge eyes, at least 18 points of articulation. The intricacy of the toy is incredible. Its joints are composed of tiny gears, cogs, pulleys, and swivel joints. There are even tiny springs on the legs that help support the feet. There's a little switch on the back that moves the eyes back and forth, and the wings are made of some tissue-like metal that holds up neatly when the wings are flush with the body. Despite the toy's awkward shape, it rests easily on any surface, no matter how uneven. Use? Small metal toy is a replica of a cube-like creature with huge eyes. Maybe it's a collector's item. Move the arms and make sword-fighting noises. The toy clicks and whirs as you move it clockwork joints. Within moments, the tiny cube has vanished every imaginary opponent you have sent against it and settle back into its normal position. Wave its arms and make cheering noises. Hordes of imaginary creatures from across the plains cheer the cube's victory. You can almost see a tiny oily tear brimming on one of its eyes. It is a hero, the greatest cube ever to roam the plains, and everyone loves it. In your mind, Fall from Grace and Amma hug it, Anna hug it, and shower it with kisses. What? You can get one in your junkyard? Oh, the one of the cubes in the junkyard? Or one of these Modrons from the junkyard? Sigh, put the cube away for future battles against the multiverse. Mort stares at you and shakes his head. What's that, cube hero? What's that, cube hero? Mort's a stupid skull? Why, yes, he is, isn't he, cube hero? Energy shield in Underrail. Oh, an energy shield in Underrail. Energy gun. Oh, really? You can get one for free in the junkyard? Like, guaranteed? I mean, that's completely possible. I haven't been in the junkyard in a very, very long time. I know there's a lot of stuff in the junkyard, like the armadillo drill thing. Yeah. Oh, okay. Are you talking about the actual laser, like the actual zombie, or the mutant junkyard, or just junk town in general? In the junkyard. Or like if I go looking in the scrap heap in the like the one gang part of town. In town. Oh, okay, I'll have to look in. I'll have to just go over there and skip some of the training stuff. Or the tutorial stuff. Just that even shakes his head. Hey, it didn't say that. Yes, it did. I said it just now. What? Give me that thing. No, it's mine. He only wants to hang out with me anyway, don't you, cube hero? Yes, you do. I just want to hold it for a second. You don't have any hands. I'll hold it in my teeth. No, I think I'll just put it away for now.
I am gonna smash that Modron cube to bits.
Did you hear anything, cube hero? Neither did I. What is happening? Why have we regressed into like a 12-year-old? Or probably younger, like an 8-year-old. Alright, let's go talk to the Modrons that hang out over here in the brothel. Remember, everyone, it's not a normal brothel. It's a brothel of intelligence, not physical interactions. It's all mental. Except maybe for the like actual beings you get from the one dominatrix, but that's a different problem. Well, I guess it depends on what you're into, but I had some questions. This little cube-like toy creature is. The Modron, in appearance identical in every aspect, besides the object in your hands, blinks once, twice, and then speaks. The object is a portal cube. Oh. The user is a position that appendage to the portal cube in such a manner that it will activate. Once activated, the portal cube will transport the user to whatever destination it was tuned to during its creation. What's the proper position to activate this one? We do not have the information. Over 97% of all portal cube function is a slightly different manner. We were not present at the construction of the object's portal cube, nor have we ever been given instructions as to its use. Should the subject desire to utilize the portal cube, they will have to determine its method of operation and determine via experimentation. Wow. I'll be off to Yug. Okay, enjoy your Yugen. Okay. Let's keep take it to user. Do not have this information. Okay, for well. Okay, maybe this is actually the portal cube I need for the guy then. I was thinking this was going to turn into a Modron companion. I didn't think this was actual portal cube that we needed for him.
All right.
Dang. I just wanted to see what this did. I was going to go buy the monster jug next and see if that had anything cool with it. I wasn't worried about the baby oil because I figured that was a joke item. And then, because she won't actually sell it to you if you try to buy it, right? And then what was? Oh, then there was the book. That was going to be the third thing I checked out, was the book of like curiosities or whatever. Okay, it's cost me a lot of money, sir. Hi. I had some questions. All right, here you are. Be as it may, I can't give up the cube. It's too precious to me. I'm not going to give it to you. I cannot allow you to be free. The plains does not need any more chaos and bloodletting. All right, here you go.
Updated my journal.
I have no idea what's about to happen. We're outside. Why am I outside? What? What happened? I surrendered the Modron cube to the golem, then there was darkness. I don't know what happened, but the siege tower is still here. I have a strange feeling that I will never be able to enter it again, yet he seems to have left me with a strange weapon. Introponic blade? I was in your possession after you gave the Modron cube to the iron golem in the siege tower. It looks to be a small dagger, but its surface twists and bends as you watch, as if it's struggling to break free from its shape. It looks to be made of iron, silver, and any of a number of different metals. Sometimes they blend together, other times they submerge into the core of the blade, only to resurface again minutes later. Intropanic blade, 3 to 23 piercing damage. Jeez. Enchanted +2, Thaco +2. Speed 7. Use? Do I need to identify it? No. Only he can use it. Okay, what happens when I use it? This weapon appears to be made of unusual metal. Examining it reveals that it's constructed one solid piece of metal rather than the blade inserted to a hilt. As you ponder, the blade begins to shift and change in your mind. It looks as if it's trying to break free of its current form. Will the blade to change? The metal of the blade begins to wraith and pulse in your hand. You almost sense a feeling of anticipation emanating from the blade. What form will it to take? Oh! Will it to become a hammer? There's a flurry of activity as the blade undergoes some astonishing changes. Within moments, you have the weapon of your choice. Done. What? But it's still a blade. Oh, wait. It does... Wait, it looks the same, but now it does crushing damage? What? Hold on. Okay, so a higher minimum, enchanted +1, +4 fire damage, 25 resistance to fire, Thaco +1. So enchanted +2, Thaco +2, and so it loses its fire damage, but it has a much higher high-end damage? And it still looks like a hammer.
Done.
It's just not red. Huh. Okay, well that's bad, because I really needed the birdcage from that guy? Huh. Okay, yes, I would like to load. Huh. I guess I can do this one. Wait, did I buy the cube? I didn't buy the cube yet.
I'm gone.
Hold on, let me talk to you. I'll buy the cube and then say I need to ask you some questions first. Yes, exotic items. Give me the metallic cube figurine. I'll take it. Farewell. So then we use it. The arms. Da-da. Sigh. Da-da. Yes, it is just now. No, it's mine. My hands. I
I
think
am
so.
gonna smash that Modron cube to bits.
Something cube, neither did I. Okay, great.
I'm gone.
Okay, we'll give this to him, but only if he answers our questions, because I need that bird cage. So what happens if you do... Maybe you can't do this quest until you talk to the guy inside of the foundry? Xavier or whatever? And then what? Then... I guess if you just don't ask about the birdcage thing, or you don't go into the foundry or talk to that guy, you just miss this? Luckily, we still have that save back at the beginning of the session.
All right.
Open the thing. Okay. Talk to the guy. Had some questions. I'm not going to give it to you. I cannot allow you to be free. I can't give it to you. Where has been the chaos chains around you? You are my enemy and the enemy of all that dies. You shall be barred from the tower until entire entity ends. What? Okay, so what does this do? As replica learns. Keep away. Hands.
I am gonna smash that Modron cube to bits.
Okay, so yes, I want to load back. It's a lower ward or okay, yes, we want to go in the portal. Wow, we might have to load all the way back to where we started because this guy refuses to talk to me about anything else. Questions? Just to me. And the chains around. Oh my god. Okay, we'll have to go back to the beginning. Gosh darn it. See, this is the stuff I'm talking about. Okay, so where does that put us? The curio shop. So I need to talk to him. So I need to go back here.
I'm gone.
And so we know where we need to go talk to at least now, so we can do this quickly. I want to see where this is going for the dream world thing. Gosh darn it. Oh, we're in the lower ward. Never mind. I was thinking we were in the upper ward. Let's go talk to Laszlo. I don't really care that much about the weapon. That our current hammer has been fine.
I'm gone.
I have no concern there. Okay, Laszlo, I need to talk to you. Greetings. Yes. What is this place? What is it you do? Merchants. Kind of goods are available. Weapons. Magic. Other questions. Is there anything to see around here? Tell me about the foundry. Believers. Other factions. What are the factions? These factions. About the other factions. Tell me about foundry. Other questions. The yellow skin. So the sigil. Lady of Pain. Interesting. Other question. Tell me about this ward. No. Things here. Creatures ever come out of them. You look nervous. Talking. The tower.
Updated my journal.
What key?
Updated my journal.
Tell me where the
Updated my
portal's
journal.
located. Going farewell. Okay, great. The other thing we never figured out how to get rid of the curse on Stinkwind.
I'm gone.
Probably have to look that one up though too. Okay, we'll come over here. We'll get a save before we go in case this goes really poorly again. So we can only not talk to him about it if we buy something and then quit out of the buy menu. That will cause him not to ask me to go get stuff for him. Oh, there's his arm. I swear the last time we were here, this arm didn't actually load in correctly. I need to talk to you. Can you all get out of the way?
Updated my journal.
What are you? What purpose? Are you forging weapons? What do you make the weapons for? What do you weapons for? Beyond the tower, order rise and leans. Why?
Updated my journal.
Just breathe, grows. And you're opposed. Sells itself against. True enough. How much of this is within limits? There are no limits. Even if death is a result, it must all fall upon untreated blade. The time necessary to breach the walls. I see. I have some other questions. Do you know a citadel? More about
Updated
it.
my journal.
How to reach it? Questions. Night Hag Ravel. What are you doing? For the purposes of forge weapons, right? I'm just in these weapons. You didn't think with my weapons? Very well. And we just get this again. I don't actually have enough money. That's fine. Let me talk to this guy. Oh, I didn't go and talk to him about the bottle yet, did I? Can you tell me what to do with the weapons? My weapons. Very well. Okay, so we get out of here this way. We gotta go grab the bottle and give it to what's-his-face.
I'm gone.
Okay, so we got that part done. Clark's word.
All right.
Forgot we didn't go get the bottle yet. The save was after that, or before that. I just need a shaving. What? Yeah, this happens all the time. It's a very common process. Really? Yeah, it's custom potions specifically for you. That is the wrong building. What is the... Is it... It was this one. Gosh,
I'm gone.
darn it. I thought it was that one. Hi, I need your help real quick. Questions. This. Oh, that's it. Also, he did that for free, I think, which is kind of weird.
I'm gone.
I don't need anything else from the curio shop, right? I forgot I didn't sell the, like, couple of charms I have on me, or the couple of rings in the rat tail thing.
I'm
Might as well
gone.
get this all done and caught up. She pays good money for this stuff, by the way. Weapons and charms. Like, shockingly good money compared to a lot of the other stuff. Everyone else does not pay that well. I think we were getting a copper, a bronze ring or whatever earlier. I mean, to be fair, we did also kind of flood the market with them, so that's probably part of the problem. I assume that they have some kind of mechanic like that you can't just break the bank by just selling them 900 bronze rings at, you know, $30 each or whatever, the whole over and over and over again. It would be impressive, but I don't think they would let me do that. Okay. So we do that. We talk to Xander.
Done.
Xander's like, go get a bird cage. Then we go get a bird cage from the giant robot man, who hates life. He hates existence, so he wants to entropy it. I would like to entropy the entropy.
That was a good. How much? How much?
I don't want your slave. Stop playing that sound effect. I don't like it. I don't care for it.
Done.
Xander, I have brought you the one thing. This better be cool, by the way. This better be like a big lore drop. I'm gonna be very upset if I'm running around doing all this nonsense and it turns out it's like, and then you get 1,000 experience and you have a single dream about that one time that you ate your pillow and you thought it was a marshmallow. What? I believe is a reference to a joke.
I need a sensory touch.
I don't... Mort. Okay, here it is. Taking
Updated
show me
my journal.
dreams. How do I get there? Fine, then answer me some questions. Okay. Sensory touch. If by sensory touch you mean she's just gonna call you an idiot, then we can go get that one dominatrix to do that.
Done.
I was wondering if they were gonna do anything further with the Gorgon chick who was in that top room. That, like, once we got her the veil or something else was gonna happen, but it seems like they kind of like ran out of time on that whole thing. It felt like it was just a little unfinished. Okay, so now we get over to the tower. We ask about this weird bird cage that apparently only this thing can make. Maybe it's the fact that it can make it super fast as opposed to every place else you'd have to commission it and it would take like a month. Two things we need to do here. I want to take my weapons and have them in the inventory to see if I can actually...
The Karak blade is tied to me.
Yeah.
Neither may exist without the other.
I got you. Shut up. Okay. Some questions. Anything with my weapons? Very well. No, you cannot do anything with my weapons. Gosh darn it. Okay, that's fine. Some other questions. Need a heavy decorated wrought iron birdcage. Do you have one? I have such an item. The dream builder came to me an age ago. He promised me that my durance in this prison in the city would be near an end when the cage left my possession. I see. Can I have it?
Updated my journal.
Yes, take this cage and lay waste to those who create such confines. Thank you you farewell. Oh, okay. That's it? We just get the cage? There's a fine wrought bird cage adorned with razors that obtained from Coxel the Golem. You are supposed to take it back to Niles Islander for use in the Dream Builder. Oh, okay, cool. I put those back on. Alright, cool. Sweet. See, it's also confusing me that Fall from Grace has a second weapon slot, implying that we can give her a weapon, but we never found a weapon she could
I'm
use.
gone.
You know? Okay, we'll go get this. What's her face? Unless, hold on, let me double check something. Yeah, she refuses to use a bone dagger, right? Not usable by priests, yeah. Can't use a crowbar. I don't know what else you want from me. Let's go turn this into Xander and see what's next. I mean, there's been a lot of interesting lore on this session. I'll say that much. I didn't expect a giant blacksmith golem that hated existence to be inside of the siege tower. That's pretty fun. And I like the setup that the siege tower becomes an item that is permanently used by Entropy to invade places. But for some reason, Entropy felt the need to, like, call back the creatures after the invasion. Oh, did I switch? What? The machine requires a bird cage adorned with... I want to fetch a cage. Help very well answering some questions. Okay, how do I get in there? Got it right here. Now give me my dreams.
Updated my journal.
I need just one more item from you, and we can begin the process, the final process of the Dream Builder. I need a pillow that has lain inside a coffin. It will stimulate a sleep so profound that you may as well be dead. It opens your mind to the emanations of the Dream Builder. It is, if you say so myself, a touch of inspiration on my part. Coffin pillow. You'll have it. First, answer a few questions for me. I'll get it. Okay, coffin pillow. There's a couple options for the coffin pillow. Coffin pillow. I mean, there's the coffin maker, which would be the obvious one, right? Then there's going back to our tomb, which would be kind of the, like, make it a difficult quest option.
Done.
Maybe any pillow from the tomb would work if there's pillows down there, because there was a couple of pretty fancy tombs. We'll go talk to the coffin maker guy first, since that's like the most blatant one. And this quest has somewhat become sort of blatant, so let's go see if we can talk to the coffin maker. Like, going to the apothecary to get a bottle full of your own blood kind of makes sense to me. So we haven't bought the Modron, right? Yeah, we haven't bought the Modron. I haven't actually, committed the money to that yet. Excuse me, I have a question. I need to buy a coffin pillow? He nods at you. Ah, you're here to purchase it then. I assure you that what I do is a labor of love. The real value of my profession is the building of the coffin. Doing it and doing it well. It is an act of perfectly creation, every piece. I just need a pillow? He nods at you again. I need 50 copper for the basic boards used in construction. Now, the expense doesn't cover the time. Usually it's either whitewashed or painted some color of the person's choosing. Boards themselves are usually a 16th hand-spun thick, even thicker depending on the nature of the corpse, whether it's a human being buried or not. And there's worry the person might get back up again. He laughs. I just need a pillow. He nods at you again. Some prefer Bytonian pine, which is fine. Material... What? Fine and traditional, but I prefer the heavy Arborian oak material simply because they have a good weight about them. Even a 20th of an inch of oak is stronger than a 16th of a hand-spun pine. I said I just need a pillow. See, from there, I might need about a score multiplied by a score of steel wool screws, gauging about an eighth by one. Okay, I also need some sort of metal pins for securing the interior lining. I said I just need a pillow. His hand on his chin. And although I usually let the natural wood speak of the color of the coffin for itself, mission wants it painted, special, or engraved. I don't usually finer work for that. I am skilled, but contracted out. And then handles alone another material entirely. He not knowingly. What? He pauses for a breath, and then the handles alone are another material entirely. He nods knowingly. Shut up and give me a pill. I'm going to hit you hard. Okay, what about the handles? Big handles carrying the coffin. These handles are necessary. You'll need some rope handles or even metal handles. That's fine and all, but I came here for a pillow. Do you have any? You an example. I am the most beautiful coffin I've ever seen with clear elsewhere, pegged together carefully and trimmed with beautiful. Something was needed for the pillars to hold on to. The pallbearers hold on to, but ruin the entire beauty of the coffin with such badly worn rope. I'm sure that's fascinating and all, but I just want a pillow. There's the matter of the measurements. Tricky. I live into precisions about the client. First of all, to die, you know. He pauses. Then there's a construction itself. Hermes. There's many different ways of attaching the sides, but the result is neat and very strong. Hermes. That's the lid. The lid open a rim. Yeah, I get the impression that he's not going to stop talking now that he's on a roll. If you don't shut up and give me a pillow, I'm going to hit you hard. You think you finally get his attention. He frowns at you with a confused look at his face. Pardon? I said I need a coffin pillow. That's all. Just a pillow. Do you have any? He looks relieved and smiles. A pillow. Oh, I thought you might need the entire coffin. He puts his hand on his chin. So sorry, but I'm out of the stock of pillows right now. I don't even know when I'll have them again. What with the warehouse being closed and all. Yes, you mentioned a problem. What was that again? Well, the warehouse I store my goods is having internal problems of some sort. Management, I'll have no choice. If I want a pillow, I'll do it. Perhaps he would take a look into the matter for me? More about it. Okay.
Updated my journal.
Smiles broadly. Excellent. If you deal with the issue satisfactorily, you may have your pillow for free. He gets the lecturer and look on his face again. Seemed like the sufficient payment will let me tell you about the pillow. No thanks. I'll just start on the way. Farewell. Okay, so I thought I took care of the warehouse stuff. Is there more stuff to do with the warehouse?
Done.
Warehouse is in this ward, right? Yeah. Apparently there's still more to do in the warehouse. That was not just go and get everyone's stuff and bring it to them. I have to fix the management problem, which I swear I thought I did. It seems that there's some sort of trouble at the warehouse. If I want a coffin pill, I'm going to need to find it. Okay, that's fine.
I'll take him.
This just seems like a weird, unnecessary step.
I'm gone.
Hi. Where are we going? Why are we going over there? What is happening? Okay. Store something. I'd like to claim something. For a large... I'm here to retrieve a pillow for Harry's coffin maker. A pillow. I could certainly use a pillow. A big stone pillow. Here's your pillow, Master Hermes. You look sleeping with it. Can I help you anything? No thank you. Farewell. We are the Vault of the 99th? Yeah, I'll bet. Okay. Dream pillow. Off another make establishment. Great. Let's get out the door, please.
All right.
Okay. Still going here. What a bizarre... I don't get the warehouse thing. It feels like a bizarre, unnecessary extra step that I just don't quite understand.
All right.
Can I have the pillow for free? Okay. It's like they didn't want to not have me do something to get these items.
All right.
But they couldn't think of a better way of doing it. So they're like, well, let's just make them run across the street and go over to the warehouse. Why? Just have the person give me the thing I need. It's 10 copper, or be like, hey, if you go to the go do something else, you can have it for free. I just need one more item. Let's get on with it.
Updated my journal.
Time you're ready to dream key, scarred man. Give me the word, and I'll pass it on to you. Not yet. Oh, okay. Give me the key. He pauses as if gathering errant thoughts. Close your eyes and stretch out your hand, he says. You have to feel this key before you see it, or it won't function. Do as he says. 16,000 experience. Feel a touch in the palm of your calloused hand. At first, you can barely feel it, but it rapidly grows in solidarity in moments, until you finally hear Xandor's voice. Open your eyes. When you do, you see a simple black feather in the palm of your hand. My work is finished, Xandor nods. Use that key on the leftmost door of the foundry, and the Dream Builder will open to you. I must go now. I have work to attend to. A feather? All this work for a feather?
Updated my journal.
The final safeguard of the Dream Builder, Sod. You'd think I'd want just some waltzing in? I ain't stupid. Do you want something else, or go back to work? Go back to work with my thanks. We have a magical key feather, a dream key. Simple black feather used to ornate the dream builder of the Great Foundry. So it was... Well, the blood and stuff doesn't have anything to do with birds, but the bird cage and a pillow both could have feather stuff. The leftmost door in the foundry. Okay.
All right.
Leftmost door in the foundry. Camera, I need you to scroll up. I assume this one then? So I think both of these were locked, so... Okay, well it opened. Allowed to just go in here? You find yourself standing under a hangman's noose. A gravelly voice crackles on the out of the darkness. You dream again? Again. Your body seems strangely light and airy, like you've lost control of it, like the winds blow you where they will. And suddenly we're outside. You find yourself floating through a maze of twisted plants and black barbs that tear at your insubstantial body. Looks like we're in one of the... It looks like we're in one of the mazes. Creatures and nightmares pull themselves from the ground and walls and rip at your flesh. Their furious attacks drive you into unconsciousness. Oh, hi. And look, it's the dream monsters that we fought in Ravel's maze. Okay, so that was Ravel's maze, and now they're this area. You're standing in front of a tower of skulls that babble at you, but you can't understand the words. A clattering behind you distracts you, and you see a battalion of fiends rushing you. I'm assuming these are other ways we've died in our previous incarnations. You're standing in the maze again, and the stench of death surrounds you. You know you have killed all of them. The cackling voice breaks in once again. Oh, my pretty little puzzle. You have killed these, and so many more than I have lost count of them all. You are stricken mute and cannot reply. Come to me, my puppet. Come to Ravel in her black-barred maze. Come dream with me. Take yourself awake. Okay. So in the dream request, what I received was a feather. It's supposed to be the key.
All right.
So now what? That didn't do anything? Pillow. That's it? That's it. I guess that was it. A bunch of stuff I already knew about. Apparently I was supposed to do that quest much earlier in the line. Because, yeah, we're way past both of those things now. I guess that would have been a cool reveal for what was coming up if we hadn't done it already. Alright, well, one major quest down. Eeyore's Lucky Knife. Oh yeah, the Curse of Stenchwind. We still got about 30 minutes, so I'm going to look that one up. See what it says I need to do for that one. Curse of Stinkwind. Planescape. Torment. Stinkwind. Stenchwind? I think it's Stenchwind, right? Stench puzzle? Vivian, who refers to the nameless one. Puzzle directly. Okay, wait. Stenchwind? Not stench puzzle. Stench. Uncurse? Uncurse? Curse weapons, remove curse. What? No, it's just Reekwind. Well, okay, well, let's try Reekwind. Here we go. Remove Reekwind's curse. Okay, in order to remove Reekwind's curse, Tina must travel to the Clark's ward. There, Onyx will reveal the name of the mage who... Oh, please don't play a thing. No, okay, stop jumping around, please. Oh, yeah. Okay. Listen to the stories. Nameless one can share a story. Telling just frequent ask the story ends, so just then knows. Everyone's question. Opinion. In order to remove the curse, you must travel to the Clark's Word. There's the name of the mage who can be found within it and must be coerced into lifting the curse. Evil, stealing the name fits him well. Chaotic, lying that Tino has no money for his stories. Okay. So I have to... God, that's a terrible description on how to do this quest. It says go talk to the other guy, and that's all it says. Why? Okay. Whatever his name is, Jumbo. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Jumbo Murder Sense. Oh, more sure that. Oh my God, there's so many ads on this. Jesus. We're gonna let Nose Curse Weak Wind. No, this one being cursed. Wait. Leads nowhere, and as he will not speak to the Nameless One, he must be threatened. According to this result in the Nameless One being cursed, if he gets to help, Nameless will teach the Nameless One a curse cast on Jumble. He can be paid for his help or goaded into helping by implying he isn't capable. Once cursed, Jumble will be willing to remove the curse he placed on the Nameless One and Reekwind. After this is done, Reekwind should be checked up. If he has not yet shared the stories with the Nameless One, he will do so for free. Maybe to end his life, it is not recommended as doing so will cause the Harmonium Guard to patrol the Clark's Word to attack the Nameless One every time he passes through the area. Okay, so we're supposed to threaten him with violence, even though that's not really our style. Okay, well, let's go threaten him with some violence then. What's a little threat of violence, you know? Just a little threat of violence. So he'll curse us, and then we gotta go talk to someone who will teach us how to uncurse ourselves, or how to curse him in exchange. Then once he's cursed, he's like, I don't want to be cursed anymore, because I'm a big poopy head. And then we get he'll remove the curse from both of us, from us and from Reekwind. It's interesting that you get extra XP for getting it off of Reekwind, which implies that you could threaten him, get cursed, and have it nothing to do with Reekwind, which is fun. I like that as an option. That just by threatening some random guy, he curses you, and then you can have to like go through a whole series of quests just to get him to uncurse you. I think that's fun. I think that's fine. Okay, so we gotta go threaten him with violence.
Done.
This is mostly for the experience points. We'll talk to Jumble. Clicks his head and looks at you curiously. Your move. Not to hear you, instead bleaching loudly, resent belly drumming. I can do that. Remove movement's curse. Truth. Jumble. Okay. Remove his curse, Jumble, before I'm forced to hurt you. Raises one eyebrow, takes a step back. He opens his mouth abruptly, and then his lips on his... Though his lips or his throat don't move to shape any words or sound, a torrent of incomprehensible babbling begins to pour forth.
Updated my journal.
Jumble shuts his mouth, and the babbling ceases. He peers at you through narrowed eyes, a self-satisfied smile on his pudgy face. Suddenly you hiccup, and hiccup, and hiccup, and hiccup again. Jumble Merchants merely turns his head and waves you away. Uh-oh, looks like you just got a curse thrown down on you, Chief. Well, please undo whatever you've done, Jumbo. Undo it, or we'll regret it sorely. Have you done? Ignores you entirely. I better find someone who can lose this course for a while. Hiccup. Well, this is fun. I mean, compared to Reekwind, this is just annoying. Reekwind actively, like, got his life ruined by the thing that happened to him. Okay, so it said talk to this guy, I think, again. Because I have some questions. What do you call Onyx? What do you mean by the future... Master... You're a master of curses. Perhaps you could, Hiccup, help me? Help you? Tellesh sneers, doubtful. Before you can respond, he sighs, shaking his head. Well, perhaps I could. What troubles you, then? Curse me. Your person's hot. That sputtering mooncapped could never best me. On the... Oh, the battles we used to have, though. Jumping Franz, but I'm past all that now. Not learning my sort of thing, you see. I really don't know what I could do for you. After all, it's his curse. Not the sort you'd find of an item or some such, you know, that could remove with simple magics. I'll have to remove it, and willingly. Well, could you teach me a curse then I could use on him? Well, I don't normally do that. I keep my curses to myself, you know. And besides, even a single curse would take one a long, long while to learn. More time than I'd care to spend on it. Worried your curses aren't good enough to best him anyway. You what? Of all the ridiculous... Now look here, you knuckle-dragging sack of scars. Solvarith Onyx is the master of curses, and there is no other. Why, I could give you but a single phrase that would render the nincompoop cursing wholly impotent. Purse your lips, look skeptical. That's it, you made me do this. Slavash utters a short string of impossible syllables. Words of power which you note mentally for your later use against Jumble. There. See what that does to him and tell Mr. Slavash the Onyx it isn't the master of curses then.
Updated my journal.
Wait, did he take damage? Okay, he didn't take damage. It was just the noise was a damage noise. Okay. I was concerned we were actually somehow taking damage. I'm like, oh, that's actually terrible if it's damaging me. Throw the curse Elish taught you at him. Jibble stares at you with a somewhat skeptical expression as you speak the arcane symbols of Slavash curse. After a moment of awkward silence, Zamis Mage notes that nothing seems to have happened, and an evil grin spreads across his face. He opens his mouth to retaliate with another curse of his own, only to realize he has no voice. Cybalist's curse has removed Jumble's ability to speak, thereby destroying the Zek's ability to curse others. He clutches at his throat, panic swelling in his eyes. Looks like the tables have turned, Jumble! Well, look what we got here. We got a curse master who can't curse. Now what you gonna do, Jumble? What do you think will happen once anyone, Hiccup, you ever cursed finds out you can't speak or curse anymore? Drops to his knees, a pleading expression in his eyes. He looks ready to burst into tears. Will you remove the curse you placed on me? Swear to never curse another who didn't mean you harm? He places his hands over his heart and nods vigorously. So we got 10,000 for us. Very well. I'll remove the curse then.
Updated my journal.
Ribble sighs with relief as you remove Slava's curse from him. He, in turn, removes his own, and your hiccups finally stop. He then bones humbly. The curse of Reekwind as well.
Updated my journal.
Will nods, pouting, and with a wave of his hands removes Reekwind's curse. Thanks, farewell. Great. So that takes care of that. We'll go check on Reekwind, get that done. And then the only thing we're missing is the meat for the zombie to get the guy's dagger back, which is an interesting one. I had 2 arms I tried to sell that zombie, and it wouldn't let me. So that's on the module, not me. You all saw it. I tried. I was willing to offer that... Oh, wait. This is the wrong spot. I was willing to offer that zombie, like, 2 different pieces of meat. Well, I guess 3, because I was also willing to let him just bite me. Oh, wait. He's outside of the shops, right? Hold on. He's outside of the shops, right? He's over here, I think. Yes, here we go. What's up, bud? You feeling better? You see Reekwind. His eyes have reverted to the normal size. He is no longer assaulted by the twitching spasms he noted before. He is smiling and he looks considerably cleaner than before. Greetings, Reekwind. I have some questions for you. He looks like you amazed. It stopped. It all stopped, just like that. He snaps his fingers, then looks down at himself. Powers above eye, he laughs. I feel clean again. Good to hear it. Jumbo didn't want to remove the curse, but I got it out of him. Thank you, sir. He looks flustered. I have nothing to pay you with, but you are my good graces. He shrugs. Whatever it was worth, he frowns then stands straight. I will tell the story of your kindness to all who will listen. As you haven't told me already, that could be payment enough. Of course. Everyone looks around. Though I've had enough telling tales for a while. Something I could write them in? I have a journal here.
Updated my journal.
Takes the journal. He scribbles for a while, then he hands it back to you. There you are. Thanks, Reekwind. If you would never use that name again, I, among others, would be thankful. Very well. What should I call you? My name is... He suddenly catches himself and smiles. No, perhaps I shall keep that to myself this time. He nods respectfully to you. Thank you again, good sir. Farewell. Okay. Okay, great. I don't know what he did to our journal. Or did he put it in our new journal? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I put it in our new journal. Ooh, a bot. Hello, bot. Hour 5, in exchange for helping him shed his curse, Reekwind put all the stories he knows in my journal. First of the stories was a tale of Alley of Dangerous Angles. Second tale was the story of Ignis, the mad sorcerer who was responsible for creating the Alley of Dangerous Angles. Ignis was a powerful sorcerer who had been taught by one of the last of the great magi, and he'd burned with art. So much it drove him to burning people and building when the urge struck him. One night he unleashed his power on one of the streets in the Hive, burning it down and torching the residents. Whether out of revenge or justice, several minor mages in the Hive banded together and used their combined knowing of the art to turn Ignis' body into a conduit to the eternal plane of fire. They hoped the pain would kill him. It didn't. Apparently it just caused Ignis to enter a deep sleep. Third and last tale was the story of Fraud. Apparently Fraud was one of the members of the Astrocracy and Sigil, but he used his position to bend the laws, cheat others, and even condemn innocent men. His acts were so deceitful that it darned his soul to the lower planes when he died. When he learned of this, he became afraid and looked for a way to dodge his fate. Apparently, he consulted several seers and was told that it would find a means of saving himself in the trash of Sigil. Fraud cast off his position of respect and became a king of rags, sending his gangs of collectors to scour the Sigil streets in search of something that would set his soul free, but he knows not what it is. There used to be a street, but a great fire raged through it one night, setting the buildings and people aflame, leaving just the skeletal frame of the houses and the residents. The broken timbers of old burnt buildings are what give the alley its name. Apparently several groups of thugs have now taken up residence there. Okay, great. I think we knew most of that already, but that's fine. Also, let me get rid of this bot. Hello, bot. And the blocked. And a block. And we'll report you also for being a bot. Oh, we never went and dealt with any of those were-rats, did we? I completely forgot about that now. I totally spaced on the were-rat thing. I'm not really worried about going over there. Like, none of our quests have had anything to do with it. The only thing I can think of now is maybe that zombie wanted something from the were-rats? I guess that makes some amount of sense, right? I'll also go over here.
I'm gone.
Grab a bunch of this jewelry that we don't need, all this silver stuff, and see how much of it we can go sell. We'll go sell it to the curio lady, since she seems to be giving us, like, really good prices on stuff. Silver ring. I don't remember what the gold earring was about now. Bone charm. Earring. That has to do with the zombie, right? Gold ring. Keys. Don't want to sell the key. Punch daggers. Tarnished silver. Bone dagger. Hammer. Okay.
All right.
I might as well.
Please get out of the way. Fall from grace. I know you and Anna don't always get along because I think you guys have some kind of weird rivalry for the Nameless One's affections, I think, is what's supposed to be going on, even though that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I probably don't need this many hammers, right? Probably don't need that many hammers. That's a lot of gold steel knives. Are those the magical battle axes, by the way? I have a lot of battle axes, dang.
All right.
Right.
Ignis, it
Ignis,
shall
come
be
over here,
done.
please. Cute. Oh yeah, Ignis could actually learn these spells, huh? I didn't really think about it. Let's grab all the silver. Just load up on it. Well, we got 3 scrolls of magic missile? Dang. We don't need this many battle axes. Probably
Yes,
don't need this many
pleasure.
battle axes. Still don't know what this Revel's gray hair thing is about, but we're gonna keep it on us just in case. We might need it in this next area if it's part of like the main story quests. Maybe we have to like turn it into whatever being is in charge of that area, you know? Was there other stilettos I left up here? Yeah, I have... and another green steel knife. So we have multiple green steel knives. Yeah, we got 2 more down here, and... only keep the high quality stilettos. Oh, that's the Fiend's Dagger. We actually probably should hang on to that. Queen's Blood, enchanted battle axes. I don't know if I need that many enchanted battle axes, if I'm being honest. Probably don't need that many enchanted battle axes, do we? Gold bracelets. Okay, great. I think we can hold on to the rest of this stuff then. Let's go see if we can sell this to the
All right.
curio lady without her like losing all the value off of it. Let's just do a quick little, since we're down to about the last 10 minutes, let's just do a quick little check and see how much money people are going to offer us for this stuff. I think you're the only one. Yeah. Okay, so you're giving me 80 for the earrings and 160 for the bracelets. So bracelets 160 and earrings 80.
I'm gone.
Okay. Isn't there an exit? Oh yeah, here we go. So 80. Oh, yeah, 80 for the rings, and then 160 for the bracelets.
All right.
It might not make a difference. It might make all the difference. Who knows? Wait. Oh no, further this way. This way. Down here. There's also technically the pawn shop and all the merchants over in the lower ward we can still go sell stuff to. I'm kind of surprised we didn't get more off of that dream thing, if I'm being honest. It would have been cool if we, I guess, done that beforehand, but the fact we've already been to those places means it's a little late. I need to talk to you. How do you feel about jewelry? Cyan. And charms. Okay, she's giving me the same prices, basically. Yeah, she's just giving me the same prices. Is this magic? No. I don't remember. I remember there was something weird about that golden earring, but we're just gonna sell it. Oh, bronze ring. Sell that also. Ah, see, yeah, the prices have dropped on all of this stuff down to like a quarter of where they were at. Oh, the bronze ring and the copper earring seem to be about the same. But these are now like a quarter. She won't give me anything for the battle axes or the... Okay. Oh, wait. Silver ring is 80 here. Oh, she's giving me less for the earrings. Interesting. Oh, okay, no. The earrings are still 80. Okay. She's actually not dropping the prices. I guess it's just she won't pay much for battle axes. Odd. But no, the bracelets were 160 before, right? Yeah, the bracelets were 160. Okay, hold on. I'll sell this stuff. We'll go talk to that other merchant and see if they'd be cool and like pay regular price. I want to see if the merchant pricing changes for a merchant or if it's all merchants, so that way you can't like blitz the market with a bunch of stuff you got off of, you know, some of the farmable creatures. Because, I mean, we ended up with a lot of jewelry and stuff when we came out of Cursed. The jewelry and a bunch of those exotic enhanced axes and stuff, right? We got a bunch of magical items out of that one desk we lockpicked open. Let's go talk to these regular merchants and see what they have to say about the whole situation. Hi. Some trading. Let's barter. Wow, gold bracelets are down to 70. Wait, isn't that less than... Okay, so he's paying way less for bracelets, but about the same price for the rings. And he's paying slightly less for the battle axes? Odd. What is this breakdown? Okay. Hold on. So those prices are even different than hers were. Let's see your wares. Okay, you don't want anything we're selling. Other than charms, I guess. Okay. What about you? This is really interesting to see that... Okay. You'll take the hand... Okay, you'll only pay $1 for all of this stuff. Whereas the other lady was giving us at least like 4, I think, for the battle axes. Okay, interesting. But that guy's only willing to buy scrolls. I don't really have any of those to sell. Okay, so these people are not giving me top dollar.
Done.
It seems like my best bet then is still going to be the curio lady. Let's talk to the pawn shop and see how they do.
I'm gone.
Let's trade. Earrings are 20. Bracelets are 40. Okay, a little bit higher for the silver rings at 90, but for some reason the bracelets aren't worth nearly as much as they are over the other place. So the silver rings he's actually paying more for, because the silver rings were, I think, 80 at the other place, right? So different merchants pay different prices for different pieces of everything. That's... Wait, the silver rings... Yeah, they just went up? What? Yeah, I think this is the highest we've seen the silver rings is 90. Wait, right? Or was the silver rings... I thought it was the silver bracelets were 160 with the lady, right? What? Hold on. So
Done.
90 for the rings. I thought it was 80 for the rings and 160 for the bracelets. So maybe she pays really good money for bracelets? So maybe he buys silver rings at the highest price and she buys silver bracelets at the highest price? She just really loves bracelets, everybody. Okay, hold on. Let's see what this looks like. I have some confusion that I want settled. Cafe patron. The cafe patron sure is a long way away from the cafe to be a cafe patron, but whatever. I didn't title these people. Okay, let me talk to you again. I want to see something. Yes, I have. Weapons and charms. 2020. Yeah, see, the gold bracelets, 210 are like, that's the highest I think we saw. And she'll give me 3 for these. Yeah, she's doing silver bracelets at 120. Okay, the Illa rings are the same at 20. Yeah, and she's only giving me 80 for the silver rings. So everyone's giving me 20 for the silver earrings. She's giving me... So she'll just buy bracelets at a really high price. She just really loves bracelets, I guess. Okay. That's fine. But she doesn't really care for rings, and the silver earrings have been the same price everywhere. So we'll keep the rings and sell those to the pawn shop. Oh, now the bracelet prices have dropped down to 40 here. Earrings are still 20. That's fine. And the battle axes, 3 is the highest I think we've seen. Anybody willing to pay for those? Was there a 4? There might have been a 4. Earrings are still 20. Yeah, see, the battle axes are worthless now. Which is odd. But, whatever. Okay, so now the bracelets are down to 40. Also, the gold? 140 instead of 210. Watching it drop in real time is very interesting. Okay. Yeah. That's... okay. That's I am. Weapons and charms. So, gold is 160 for a ring. Okay, wait. G ring. 160. And then G bracelet. is 140. Battle axes are all $1. Silver bracelet is 40. 40 here. 40. Green steel knives are 8. I don't know if we try to sell those anywhere. Green dagger. 8. Silver rings. Okay, silver rings are 80 again? Wait. Oh, no, we held on to those because the other place was doing 90, right? Okay. And you guys don't have anything I want to sell. Okay, cool.
All right.
So, there's no other vendors here I can sell regular stuff to. Because the apothecary doesn't want anything from me. Let me go see these prices over at this pawn shop. Because they definitely change as you sell things. Just, come on, let's go. Are we running? We need to be running. Okay. Yeah, they definitely sell. They definitely change as you sell things to them, but they also seem to each have different prices for each thing. And certain people like things more. Like, she liked bracelets more, but these guys like, the pawn shop people like rings more? Go inside. What are you doing? Get in the building. Go talk to him. Customer, yes. Trade. Okay, so the battle axes and stuff are all down to $1, which is the same place everywhere. So gold rings 180 here. Okay, so this place just likes rings. So it's actually $20 more than the other guy was offering me, or the other lady was offering me. Silver bracelet's actually the same here, but the gold bracelet is like half. Bracelets are 40. Okay, that's the same price as over there, so we can just sell these then. Oh, he's actually giving me more for the green steel daggers, and the silver rings are 90. Yeah, she was only giving me 80. So this guy just really likes rings for some reason. Okay. And you could have also the green steel, I guess. Okay, cool. So then... Oh yeah, the bracelets don't really matter. Because he's given the same prices, right? What do you got for bracelets now? Silver bracelet is 40. Yeah, so that didn't go down anymore. So that might be the lowest price once you flood the market. She's still going to give me a higher bracelet by, like, significantly, by double that. And then we just need someone to buy these weapons at not $1. If we can find someone who buy these weapons at not $1, that's what we want. We'll talk to this guy and see if he'll buy them for not $1. Buy something. Okay, he'll give me $3 for the battle axes. That's actually as good as anybody else is offering me right now. And the stilettos have only been $1 literally everywhere, so that's fine. Cool. There we go. And he's not interested in hammers anymore, I guess. Okay. He's not interested in the hammer. Bracelet up to 70. Okay, we'll go sell this last gold bracelet, and then I think we'll be nice and caught up. We've gotten all of our kind of homework done and some of these unfinished quests done, which is good. That's very good. I didn't want to leave too many things undone before we left to go to what seems like it could be a very long area. And or an area that sets up like an ending. Because like Curse, we kind of got pulled into that and we couldn't really go do anything around this part of town. I mean, we got all of our Curse stuff done, right? Oh, what is that? Excuse you? Excuse you. What? I guess let's try the 1v1? Okay, handled.
I'm
We
gone.
just got accosted by a shadow. Alright. That's okay. We 1v1'd it. We punched it. We hit it. We bonk-donated it in the face. Wow. Okay. The ghosts are haunting us, everyone. Hi, we're back. Yes, I would like to buy stuff. Yeah, 140 for the gold bracelet, so double what the other people were giving me, and she'll still pay $1 for the hammer. Deal. And I don't have anything else I want to sell you because I don't know what this Tome of Bone and Ash actually does, and I don't want to sell it to you because it seems like it's important. There's the Fire Drake teeth. I'm still confused about the magnifying glass and the lens of inherent viciousness. If we don't have a Modron friend, who are those for? We had to have had a chance to get a Modron friend at some point. Like, maybe there was a way to recruit one of the Modrons from the brothel or something. And then these are just enhanced teeth for Mort, right? I guess it does make him immune to fire, which is nice. Yeah, I'm not that worried about that part. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're good.
Ready.
Okay. Okay, so journal-wise, yes, this is the only thing we have left to do is the zombie with the knife thing. I'm not super worried about that. That doesn't seem like it has anything to do with any kind of lore or anything like that. It's just go talk to the guy, then maybe he gives us some money, or we get to keep his dagger or something, if it's a particularly nice dagger. And I doubt it's going to be as nice as some of the other daggers we could get at this point. I think I've got at least one magical dagger floating around that would be nice, and I could always go and do the Modron box thing to go get that one. Which, for 1,500 gold, is probably way cheaper than just buying a magical item from somebody, right? So, it's worth the money, I think. Lady of Pain Doll, we'll keep that with us. Oh, the only thing we didn't do, I forgot, is we didn't try out those other couple of magical items. Hold on. Let's just get this all done. We'll just get this all done right now. As much as this we can get done before we go to the Dimension of Pain or whatever. Let's go and check out the book. She won't sell us the baby oil because that's a joke. We'll check out the book and we'll check out the jug of a monster or whatever. Also, we can get a save since I realize I haven't saved in a while and I really don't want to have to redo a bunch of this stuff. Save. New save. Beautiful. Hi. I want to look at the weird stuff you've got. Yes, I am. Give me your exotic items. I would like to get the monster jug. I'll take it, and then exotic items. It's only 100 for that, by the way, so it's not like it's a lot. To the front of the store. Codex of the Inconceivable. I'll take it. It's 1,000 exotic items, and then the back of the store. We'll just look at it and see what this ring does. I'll take it. Okay, farewell. Okay, so we have Ring of Almost Invisibility. Almost invisibility makes the wearer invisible almost. Sometimes there are brief periods the wearer becomes really, really close to being invisible. An event which is often disconcerting to an attacker. And thus is more difficult to strike in combat. That's it? It just gives me a +1 to armor class? What? You're kidding me. That's all it does? I don't need any more armor class rings. I thought for sure. Oh, I thought for sure. Oh my god. I thought for sure it was going to give like a bonus to stealth for her or something. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. That's it? Alright, what's the Codex of Inconceivability or whatever? When you first took into rather an unassuming book held together by a tiny brass lock, it in actuality bound in strange leathers and enchanted bronze. It is labeled the Codex of the Inconceivable. Use. Well, you had first taken to be, open it and read. Revertly put the book away. Open it and read. You unlock the book's bindings and open it. As you glance over the tome's content, your jaw drops. You stand, spellbound, flipping through its pages. Its contents are simply too much to be described. Mere words seem powerless to explain the wonders it holds. What? What? What is it, Chief? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, Mort. What? You gotta be kidding me, right? Come on, let me see it. Show him the codex. Mort floats over your shoulder to examine the codex content. His eyes nearly pop from their sockets as they scan the page. Oh, but wow. You stand thoughtfully for a moment, looking down at the codex before closing it and overtly putting it away. That's it? Okay. I guess it was just 1,000 XP is what we bought. Can I use it again? Nope, I sure can't. Okay, and then the monster jug. It's heavy, plain-looking metallic jug with a hinged stopper. Despite its common appearance, you feel reluctant to touch the thing, as if it might bite you. You've been told there's some sort of monster trapped inside of it, but peering into the jug's mouth reveals nothing but inky blackness. Use? Nothing but inky blackness. Unplug the jug, see if anything comes out. At first there is nothing, but then a black, viscous liquid begins to bubble out from the jug's mouth, forming a slimery pool of stimmering, tarry filth on the ground. As the jug begins to dissolve in your hands, the pool begins to writhe, throb, and rise to form a tall, hideous creature. What the? Oh, it's one of these things. Okay. 14,000 XP for that. Dang. All right. That's a lot of XP. And a bone charm. Huh. Okay. Well, put that in the bone charm pile. That's it? It just summoned a demon for me to fight, I guess. And Mort took 4 damage from it. That is odd. Okay, will you buy the book back from me? Actually, hold on. Merchandise then. Weapons and charms? She'll buy it back from me for $600. So what's that, a $400 loss? And the ring she'll buy back from me for $160, which is, I think, half its price, basically? A little under half. Huh. Interesting. So yeah, I guess you're just buying the book and that jug just to fight the monster and read the book so that you could get the XP from it? I don't feel like we lost much there then. I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. I don't remember what the phone bone key or finger bone key was supposed to be for, but we found it in the sewers of Cursed, but we didn't actually use it, I don't think. Oh, he can get armor. Really? We had to have missed an armor vendor someplace. As of right now, as far as I can tell, we've missed an armor vendor and we've missed a crossbow vendor. Because we found someone who sold bolts, but we have not found someone who sells a crossbow.
Done.
So, or we were supposed to find a crossbow someplace and we just never did. I have no idea where that was supposed to be. I would love to have given it to Fall from Grace so that she'd stay out of combat, but her AC is not terrible. Her AC is a -2 and she's 70 hit points, so it's not like she's like a weakling or anything. It just, you know, her weapon kind of sucks, and it would be nicer to keep her out of direct combat. Alright. So I guess we can't be too upset about that. Looks like we've missed 2 partners. I think someone told us that we've already missed 1 for sure. I have a feeling that one of these is probably a Modron. We could have recruited a Modron. Maybe one of the ones from the brothel, or maybe a separate one we found someplace else. We already found this guy, so there's another person that we have not met with no direct hints to who they would have been. So I would have been okay with a Modron, but I kind of like the party we're running right now. They all seem to get along pretty well. Having this guy as one of our party members seems like an absolutely terrible idea since they absolutely hate our guts. Whereas everyone else seems to be either indifferent or seem to like us at least a little bit. Though I think it would have been cool having a Modron with us just because, I mean, having fun robot friend would be interesting. And the nameless one seems to really like the idea of having a robot friend, which I think is very funny and or cute. And we don't really have anything extra in our inventory, so okay. I think we're good. I think we're set up to try to go go into the mortuary and get the rest of this done. Do I need a new save? We'll just save over this one. Yes. Okay, great. I mean, I'm a little underwhelmed by the dream machine, but we were clearly meant to do that before we went to go visit Ravel so that we would kind of know what's coming, right? So we were kind of further along than that. I don't know what to think of the Modron thing. We could have had that for a long time and not been able to use it. And also the fact that you had to go through several conversation topics before we were able to find out about how to get the thing that lets us into the Siege Tower by talking to like a random NPC that had so many lines of dialogue that had nothing going on with anything. Kind of blows my mind. Like, I understand that they want to encourage you to talk to random people to get to know things, and he does have a name, so it's not like he's fully a random character. It's just, I don't know, that of all the people we could have asked about that, why is he the only one? You know? I think it would have made more sense if they would have given that to like Sebastian or one of the magical people in that ward or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Who am I to critique them? They made the module. I've never done that. I'm just some pleb, you know? Lurkers, thank you. The Twitch Pro go around, we always appreciate you. Anybody check the VODs during Twitch, check the VODs YouTube repository. Also greatly appreciated seeing those numbers, helps keep me motivated. If you need a well thought out solution, you need a thinking solution. Raven Hillbrook Inc., Thinking Solutions. And again, thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope you have a good rest of the day, and that's going to be it for me. Bye!